Within the Okinawan Bo community, there's a debate, maybe, about the hikite, that backside. Just want to weigh in on that quickly. There are two main variants that we commonly see. One variant brings it, the bow under the arm, the hikite underneath the arm, inside, like this. And the other variant brings it outside, like this. So this would be characteristic like the Shinken Taira tradition, and this is characteristic of the Mateyoshi tradition. I see advantages and disadvantages to each. Let's start with under the arm. By the way, the under the arm version has two. One is down here, so it's just inside the elbow, just kind of above the knob of your elbow. So it kind of lies on heart 2. And then the other version brings it all the way up into the armpit. I'm not going to mess with those distinctions. I've seen both. I'm just mostly concerned with under the arm versus outside the arm. We know that the main and first target is always the lead hand. So if I'm attacking somebody, they're going to try to strike my lead hand. So if I'm used to bringing my bow up under my arm and I lose this grip, like this, oh look, I haven't lost my weapon. If they smack my weapon really hard and I have it under my arm, bang, I still have my weapon. Now, yeah, I'm totally exposed, but I haven't lost this thing and I can run and escape. However, the disadvantage is if I'm like this and I want to hit with that end, I can't do that directly. I have to sort of free the weapon first. Now, I know this seems like a small thing, but before I can push the weapon forward to strike, I have to turn my hand. See how the turning my hand brings it out from underneath my elbow? I have to do this first, and then I can strike. Or if I'm doing a side strike, see how my elbow came out? I had to bring my elbow out to get the bow out. So this is not a strong position. I mean, it's okay. You're still working with a big stick, but it's not ideal because we want the side strike to have a feeling more identical to a punch. The feeling is not that you're swinging the bow, but that you're punching and you just happen to have a stick in your hand, and that's what's driving the arc of the weapon. Advantage, good control of the weapon once my lead hand gets hit. Disadvantage, I have to get it out before I can use the other end. In the Mateyoshi version, if I want to strike, I just push. It's already there. I just push. I don't have to get the bow out from anywhere. On the other hand, if somebody hits my lead hand, this is really hard to hold on to. And if they smack the bow, I guarantee you it'll come out. This is like almost a joint lock position. It's a really awkward position with the hand. On the other hand, when I strike, right, I'm not hurting myself. If I go like this, bang, I can actually hit myself in the ribs. That can really hurt. So these are just some of the dynamics that are going on. Here's what I prefer. I kind of do a compromise. You see this? I have the bow underneath my forearm, and I'm just holding onto it this way. So if I lose my hand, I'm still holding on here. It's pinned in tightly, so I still have really good control, but it's positioned so I can push. I don't have to bring the bow out, and it's very easy for me to escape. It's very easy for me to turn away like that. Under the arm, outside the arm, I prefer under the forearm, palm sort of pinned to the body as my preferred place. This is also how I handle a one-handed swing. If I do a one-handed swing this way, it's very hard to hold the bow out like this, but it's very easy if all you do is at the end of the swing, you simply turn. See, it's easy to hold a bow if you lie it under your arm. Now it's an easy grip. So that same principle of holding it this way, now I'm just holding it this way. All I've done is turn my hand slightly so that I have a better grip here. So if it hits down, I still have good control. It's up against my arm, so it's not going anywhere. This, to me, is my preferred version. So I do not hit myself in the side. I don't create an awkward position on my wrist. I just kind of bangs up against my forearm, which is not painful, especially if I lay it on the muscle properly. I can feel it smack against my forearm, and that's about it. I have good control. I can still do things pretty easily with this lead hand. If I have to fight with one hand, you definitely need to go to this position because you're going to have to use your body this way. It's very hard to fight holding only the bow with one hand. But that's an easy change. But from here, so simple to just push, so simple to just push. I understand and see the rationale behind coming to the outside or tucking up under the arm. I prefer under the forearm, palm sort of pinned to the body. These are some reflections from the master class. I'm Chris Thomas. Thanks for watching, and now go train.